Hey, welcome back to Diode Press, I'm Graham. This week, I decided to take a break from carving and embrace a little bit of technology. This isn't something I plan on doing for a lot of woodcuts, but it definitely has its applications, and honestly, it was just a lot of fun to mess around with. After working on my design in Illustrator, I flipped it and inverted the colors, and then sent it to the laser control software. This lets you pick the strength of the beam and how you want it to cut. For most of the block, I did a raster cut, which sweeps back and forth very fast and removes the material bit by bit. Then I did a vector cut, which cuts all the way through the perimeters. My first test was on thin plywood. Unfortunately, when you laser cut thin plywood like this, it can really bow up. So rather than adding a backing board to this, I just reran the laser on a thicker piece of Baltic birch plywood. I ran the laser twice to cut the background deep enough so that no ink gets picked up, but this wood's a little bit too thick for the laser to go all the way through, so I ran it through the bandsaw to finish the cuts. Here you can see how the two blocks fit together, allowing me to ink them up separate and then print them together. I'm using Speedball Pro black relief ink for the smaller block, and then Speedball neon pink water-based ink for the larger piece. After inking it up, there was a little bit too much background being picked up in the ink, so I carved it down just a little bit. By having the two blocks, I can ink them separately and then assemble them together when I go to print. On some of my older videos, I was using a cutting mat to get even pressure across the block when I printed them, but I found this really thick rubber mat from McMaster Car, which works amazing. I'll have a link in the description box to the one I have. Last step is going to be to sign and number the back, and then it's good to go. If you want to pick up one of these prints, they're up in the shop, and there's a link in the description box below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching! To keep up with the videos when they're posted, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to help support this channel, you can check out the Diode Press Patreon page, where I post behind the scenes photos as well as other patron rewards. Thanks!